I have a bit of the character she has. That's the exploring part. And also, she probably would play it better than I'm playing it if she was to be Jane in my own movie.
Oh, cheers to your sister.
Yes. Okay, so actually, you're gonna do the introduction.
Hi, my name is Mohammed Colin. I'm privileged to host the owner of this channel, and yeah, it's going to be a good time trying to get to know her deeper. So that yeah, because every time it's her interviewing different people, and yeah, today Uganda has the privilege of taking on that task. So, Jane, today
Yes.
I feel like the guest.
Okay, I
I
will try
think
to do that. Hi guys, so I am the guest on my own channel. Hi.
yeah, so for me, I feel like some of the questions I've been wanting to ask you over the years are, if you are really to have someone play you in a movie, who would that be? If you are to give someone in your life and your life is a movie,
Mm-hmm.
who would be that one person you would choose to play Jen in that movie?
I don't understand this question. I'm sorry. Can you come again?
If your life was a movie, among
Okay.
your friends, your family, your brothers, your sisters, everyone you know, who would be that one person you think would fit the character of Jen
Oh, Jane.
in a movie?
Oh my gosh. This is a very hard question.
Try it. Who do you think?
I'm not sure if someone has my kind of personality because I'm just mixed. But I probably would say my elder sister. Yes. Why? Because she has a bit of I have a bit of the character she has. That's the exploring part. And also, she probably would play it better than I'm playing it if she was to be Jane in my own movie.
Oh, cheers to your sister.
Yes.
Sister, wherever you are, kudos. You're having it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you look to be very good at very many things: business, traveling. Now we're on your podcast. You're good at Chinese. You're good
Oh, I
at
try.
different things, adventure. What's that one thing you're not good at? It looks like you're good at almost everything.
I think I'm not good at tech. Okay, I've tried a lot of times to learn about forex tradings, but I'm not good at those numbers, and I'm not just good at sitting in one place and trying to learn just a particular thing. So probably I'm not good at tech and deep sciences.
Okay, so viewers, if there's someone who can teach her tech,
Please come and
free
teach
course,
me.
come and teach her.
Yes, and I have to learn how to be consistent if I have to start that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, just slide off tech. How did you meet your first cut?
What's that?
First cut. How did you meet your first cut?
What's a first cat?
Your first boyfriend.
Oh, okay. My first ever boyfriend,
Yes,
probably
that first cut.
back in Nigeria.
Yeah, wherever.
Okay. In the university, obviously, and he was a friend to a friend, and but unfortunately he had to relocate to New Jersey, and that was it. So how we met was just friends gathering, and yeah, hi, who is this? She's my friend, he's my friend. So we started talking, and that was it. And probably here in China, we met on the road, if that makes sense.
On the road.
Yes,
So someone is on a bike, you're on a bike.
Yes,
and oh my God, you look at this person and you're like, oh my God, you're my kind, you're my type, and then, wow.
Let me talk. Let me talk, Colin. So actually, no, I was riding somewhere, and probably he was riding somewhere, and he first of all, he first crossed me like the first day, and then 3 weeks later, we rode on the same path, like the same road, and then when he crossed, he had to come back. I was like, wait, this is a black. Because when you're in China and you see a black, it's like seeing gold. For me, I just love seeing blacks on the road. So when he came back, I was like, hi, who are you? So we introduced ourselves. And I think a month later, yeah, we were together.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So my first boyfriend in back home and here in China.
Oh, those are good experiences.
Yeah.
Copying notes. I'll be very
Okay.
cautious on roads.
Yeah, I think we can meet
Overstudying is
people
done, so
everywhere.
I can't meet anyone at the university. Maybe if I go to New Jersey, maybe I can be able to. Yeah,
Colin.
yeah, that's a
Whatever.
good one. Okay, and yeah, so it's very interesting when you're talking about your age. You keep saying I'm young and not young.
Okay.
What is your description of age? Who is a person you would call old? Who is a person you would call young?
You know, I used to think when you're 40, you're old. But when I started having matured friends like 40, 50, I feel like they're more energetic than me in so many areas. So right now, I do not think of age. I do not think of if you get to this age, you're old. No. Or if you're in this age, you're young. For me, I feel like I have younger friends, and sometimes they know a lot of things that I don't know. So I do not discriminate age anymore. I used to do that. Yes, I used to say probably if you're old, if you're younger than me, I'll be scared to ask you questions, or I will be like, oh, you should ask me questions. But now my younger friends, I ask them questions if I believe that this person can answer my question. And obviously, the older ones, I used to believe that people that are older, like 20 years older than me, are very old. Their life should be meaningless, or they don't have fun anymore. But to be honest, I feel like that's the age people have a lot of fun. So no one is old. Or maybe when you're 60, I just feel like, okay, you're too old. Probably you cannot catch up with this 21st century and this technology. But from 55 downwards, you're not old to me. Yeah.
I think your viewers who are younger than 40 and 40 have gotten energized. Maybe
They are
yeah,
energized.
they'll get back to their feet if they thought
They
that
should. If you're
that
watching this and you're 40 and you think, no, life has just begun for you. Because I just recently have a friend, he is 42, he is hyper. If you guys mean what know what I mean. He is very hyper and he has lots of life in him. I feel like, no, it should not be anything. Yeah.
okay.
To me.
That's good. Yeah, so that's helped some of us have some hope. Yeah. And yeah, to go to the next question,
Oh,
what's
Jesus.
your ideal age gap between you and if supposedly you have a boyfriend? What do you call or what do you think is the ideal age gap?
Maybe 15?
15 years apart.
Yes. Yes. My
So
mom and my dad are 10.
10 years.
And I was almost with someone that is 15 years older than me. So I don't mind.
You don't mind. That's the max you can do.
I cannot say. That
Okay.
is where I've gotten to. So
What's the least you can do? Do you know?
for now, maybe 15, I can say 15.
That's the list.
Yes.
Okay.
If the person is okay, I don't think age should matter.
It should matter.
But maybe not younger than me, obviously.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good one.
Why do you ask?
Yeah, no, because where we come from in African culture, the age component is quite important.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and of course, I think our parents it was more of submissiveness. That when someone is a bit younger, they can listen to you. Man, these days when you're 26 and the guy is 28, man, you want to say A, B, C, D and stuff. But if it's 15 years, the gentleman will say, "Jane, come home," and you ride your bike back home in peace.
Yeah, so I feel like for me, I was calculating my mom and my dad. They are 10. My mom is 57, my dad is 67. So they are perfect.
Good. And those are ideal stories we need to know and we need to learn as young adults getting into this space.
Yeah, maybe.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Because in 5 years, 3 years, you'll be done with your master's.
Yes.
1 year, yes, sorting yourself, settling into a job, either going home or going elsewhere. And the other year, maybe we'll see some babies. So I don't know
Okay,
what.
this is a very open question.
So 5 years.
Well, for I feel like I should start myself before my master's, and I don't have to wait for then. And if I hadn't had my master's opportunity to read my master's now, I think I have settled some part, which is like maybe moving to another country and starting a family. But to be honest, 5 years from now, I would love to own my business first, because I own a business, but it's not moving as it used to be. So in 5 years, by God's grace, I would like to have something stable financially. That's very important. And probably with a family.
Yeah,
Yes.
good stuff.
I should have a family in 3 years.
Yeah, I think that's a very good thing. From a country I
Yeah.
come from, Uganda, we just signed something against homosexuality. So it's good to know that one, it's a family. Two, it's good to define that you'll have a man. Because
Yes, I should have a family with a man.
with a man, yes, because I see these days on very many job applications, they're even saying what preferred gender,
Yes.
what preferred title, he, they, or them. So it's very important to know where we stand as we fight against this thing as Christians, but
Yeah.
as we get there. Not saying that we do not love them, we love them, but from afar.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, definitely.
Yes, we love them from afar. One thing also I get to know and understand, you're very business oriented. Where does this come? Where does this come? Is it in your bloodline?
Yes.
Is it everyone at your home that they have done business?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Okay.
My mom from my dad to me, because I'm the last of 5, we do business.
My. I think you're the most loved.
We love equally.
Yeah, I even see it from Olivia. you are trying to show all the love you're giving to. Okay, I think these are very interesting questions, and your approach to the questions. I already feel like I need to be in your life.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, if I was still there to act in that part,
okay.
I'll definitely try to do so. What's your perspective on studying in China? Not necessarily as a language student, because you've had the privilege of, yes, having language, and it really helps you go. But if you're looking at it at a baseline, in terms of a quality of education, in terms of opportunities after school, in terms of the skill set, what is your comment? Because now you have advanced from just language, so you're going to a master's to get into a field. What do you think about the skill sets you have gotten from the masters, and are you already employable at your level? What do you think? Do you think you're employable to any other part of the world? And what would you be your advice to someone who is out there in Africa or any other part of the world who wants to come and study in China?
Okay. Well, I just finished my bachelor's in teaching Chinese to speakers of other languages, and if I'm to advise anyone, I would advise people to learn this course, to study this course, although in Chinese. Why? Because even before China, I was doing good in Nigeria. Just in 2 years, I learned Chinese. And that is not because I learned Chinese, because you can learn French and not have jobs, but because China they're awake right now, and they will rule the world. So if you can learn Chinese and add to any skill you have, please do. And being employable at this stage, yes, I am employable. And unfortunately for me, when I got my master's degree last week, I sadly let go of a job that was supposed to pay me very good, and it wasn't a very easy choice, but I had to choose master's because I needed another course to back up my Chinese. So yes, if you can speak Chinese in China and can speak English, I think you have a higher chance. And of course, yes, I am employable. That's the question. But I would not advise everyone to come here for studies, to be honest, because although I'm just in the Chinese field, but I talk with a lot of people, and I get people talk about the experience and anything. If you're studying medical courses, I don't advise you to come to China to do that, because there may not be no future for you here. You may have to still transit to another place, and that is not related to the quality of education in China. I think it's okay. It cannot be compared to the some of the European countries, but for medical students, they have less privilege here after studies. And for foreigners, except you have like some certain skills here in China, China might not be the best path for you through studies, and unless you have backup plans like business and other things. So, is there any other question you asked?
No, those are the questions as we
Yes.
come to the closure
Mm-hmm.
of this session.
Okay.
And I'm having really the privilege of sitting down with you
Okay.
after 4 years in China and another 2 years of studying Chinese.
Okay.
It's sad that I have to refer to you as a black Chinese because you
I don't know why you call me that, but whatever.
you may know quite
Okay.
very many dialects. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, my one question to even close this is the aspect of what's this one thing you think you're going to be able to pick from China and you think you would be able to go and implement in our country? Besides even talking about capital, that I don't have the capital, things like that, what's that one thing that has amazed you? And you said, if I had the authority, the power, I'd run back to Nigeria and do it. What's that one thing you think you can carry from here in terms of, is it infrastructure, the way they do their infrastructure? Is it one particular kind of tech? Is it the road network? Is it the transportation? I don't know. What's that one thing you are given a chance and you have been sat down and they say, Jen, what's this one thing you can go with to Nigeria as you live in China?
To me, I would say probably the delivery sections. Okay, I wouldn't say media because the world already has that, but for my country, Nigeria, I would love if I'm to be given the opportunity to be a president of Nigeria for like a day. I feel like I'm gonna try to mend a lot of aspects on the delivery parts, because in Nigeria we have this problem of the infrastructure. Even if you want to have this idea of delivery, maybe the quality we have here, how convenient it is, and also the Alipay bags, those kind of transportation. Let me just put it generally, transportation aspect. I think I would love to. So, okay, so I was talking about the delivery and the transportational section or system in Nigeria, but that has lots of things to to settle first. That is the road, the means of transportation from one place to the other. So probably I would take the fact that China takes those things seriously. And especially in Africa, we see bikes to be an old session or like the old man thing. But China, you see bikes solve a lot of problems. So I feel like if I'm to take anything from China, I would take the idea of using everything they have to like putting it into usage, and that cannot be done obviously except until you get the basic thing like the infrastructure, the light. We don't have light, like constant light in Nigeria. So I want to take that delivery aspect, the transportation, the quality, how convenient it is, the bicycle on the road, like you can just go scan a bicycle, go wherever you want to go, pay the money, and then drop it somewhere, something like that. But only if I can do this with the whole security in Africa. But yeah, we're not talking about security now. We're just talking about what is the one thing I would love to take from China to Africa, Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you, Jen. I think just to explain to our viewers, when she talks about Kuaidi, it's the delivery system we have in China. You buy something online, it's dropped in some kind of AI powered
yes.
boxes where you go with your phone and then you click a code and then it opens. It's been very convenient. We don't necessarily have to go out to shops. You buy things at the comfort of your home. And I think also one thing, when she talked about transportation, just reminds me about the bus. The buses in China, they are very cheap and convenient. When you sit in the bus, you take it, you're comfortable, and it costs you 2 RMB wherever you go, which is very, very convenient. I think, Jenny, you've been a very good guest on your own channel. You are very knowledgeable.
You for and I think interview.
I can't wait for 5 years. 5 years can't wait for you because you're going to even be better than what you're suggesting. Thank you. And thank you for the privilege to be able to interview you. I keep it down to my heart.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Yeah. If they can give me some tissue because I feel already
I have a tissue
very emotional. Thank you all and have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night, which part you are in the world.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. And